from Frank Sheem. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing. What do you think of pipe bands that have no family or regional connection to Scotland, especially bands in the diaspora like Germany? Do you see them more as caricatures trying to imitate the Scottish bands, or is it not a question of origin or relation to Scotland, but of understanding and respecting the culture?
The end of that there is 100% my answer. I think this
Okay.
ties into Highland wearing everything to the entire thing. But when I was at the Worlds I think it was 2014, one of the times that I went to the Worlds, I remember very clearly that the band that won grade 2, which is on the higher end of the levels, it only goes up to grade 1 for bands. The band that won the grade 2 was a French band.
Hmm.
Very cool.
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui.
Were they Breton?
No, they were Highland bagpipers.
Oh, but they weren't from Britain.
It was
Britain.
I don't know.
Brittany.
I
Yeah.
don't.
Brittany, yeah.
I don't know where this particular band was
Okay.
from. I just knew
Just
they
curious.
were a French band.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name. It was a long time ago, and I wish I got more info on it then. But I just saw them playing off. And I was like, oh, a French band won. But yeah, usually, I mean, some of the top bands in the world are Canadian, American, Northern Ireland, France, Germany. There was a band from South Africa. I remember competing in the World Pipe Band Championships. So it's definitely more so, are you doing okay? Like, are you playing okay? Then we don't care where you're from. You're gonna do great, you know? We won the Worlds as a youth band, and we were from America in Scotland. And so I think, you know, the training is the training, the music is the music, the instrument is the instrument. And where you're from, it doesn't magically make you allowed or better at what you're doing. So
Yeah. There's a lot of different ways I could go with this. The Scots, generally speaking, are very open about sharing their culture, and for the most part, you know, you're going to find jerks in every culture, but for the most part, the Scots that I know love the fact that there's Americans wearing kilts, or Canadians wearing kilts, or Australians or Germans, like, who connect with their culture. And they've like, wow, like it's so cool that, you know, it's Scottish culture through the bagpipes, through, you know, through music, through kilts, through tartan, has kind of traversed the globe and has, like, this one little country floating in the middle of the Atlantic. It's had an impact that reverberates around the world. So there is, and the people that, how is explained to me by Sean Vlogs, or Sean Eats America is his YouTube channel now. Americans are much more concerned about offending, or the diaspora is much more concerned about offending people or not offending people than the actual people who should be offended. So, you know, the gatekeepers in America of Scottish culture, you know, the people who would tell me like, oh, you shouldn't be wearing a kilt, you're not Scottish, they're generally A, not wearing a kilt, B, they're probably not really that much Scottish either, and C, they're not the ones who matter. It would be, if I cared, it would be the people in Scotland whose opinion would matter to me. And again, generally speaking, they don't care. They love it. They love the fact that we're wearing kilts. So I'm very much of the opinion that it's a good thing. And no, it's not a caricature if you're from Germany and in a pipe band, or you're Australia or South Africa or anything like that. Hey, if the Jamaicans can have a bobsled team, Americans can have a bagpipe band.
And they sure can have a
Yes,
bobsled team, let me tell you.
absolutely. Cool Runnings has taught us one thing.
You know you're gonna have to do this on your own one day.
Thank you, John Candy.
This episode has been sponsored. No, yeah, for sure. I'm 100% on the same page about all that. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for asking these questions. Bagpipes, kilts, and culture are for everybody. So join the Kilts and Culture community and subscribe below.